Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
3 points.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the right side. Here's Kalathis. The three. Clock at 6. Oh, there's the alley. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Takes the three. On target from range. He's got 6. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Off target from three-point range. It's a 5-point game. And there's a pick. And there's James from the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Check by James. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to De Silva. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. De Silva's got 5 now.
I just love the ball move.
Here's Korkmaz. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Check by James. From deep. Buries it from 3.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide-open 3.
Here's Kalathis. And there's the screen. Wing shot on the way. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
They grab their own miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. That one no good.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Had the space there, but it's offline.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
A minute 20 left in the opening quarter. To the middle. Can they get it? Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Kalathis. Still without a bucket. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He drops it from range. He's got 17.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Jacks up a 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Substitution on the court.
Here's a Kobo. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. They lead by 12. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And here's Brown for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Launches it, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Diallo outside. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. Diallo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Outside, Brown. To the left side wing. Here's a Kobo. No good on the triple. They set the screen. The 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Diallo outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They get the rebound. Fires for 3. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. From outside the arc, sends it home from three-point land.
And the defense looking a little lost on that play.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Diallo's got 6.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
From the arc. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Give him 8 points now.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
There's a screen. Here's a Kobo. Three-pointer, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
There's the triple. And there's 1:38 left in the first half of this one. Drops in the 3.
And they're giving up way too many second chance points.
The 3. He can't get it to go. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
The 3. Sinks it from distance.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Pass to Diallo. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 4-3. The rebound by Diallo.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Yunus. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Here's a Kobo, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
17 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. The shot misses. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. That does it for halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's De Silva. They set a pick from outside the arc. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Launches a 3. That one doesn't drop.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
James deciding where to go with it. Connects from downtown. James has got 6 points.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
They set the pick. Here's Calathis. Gets the 3 ball to go. Calathis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
De Silva, no good. Here's Calathis. He's got 5. The 3 is up. No luck on that one.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
They get it back. Pass to De Silva. From behind the arc. That shot missing. Here's Korkmaz. No points so far. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Give him 23.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball and he's letting it go.
James outside. Here's Calathis. Off target with the 3. Calathis has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. And a miss there on the triple. In transition.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
James outside. Three-pointer off the mark. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Nails it from 3.
And he just keeps finding shots. So much confidence on display.
1:36 left to play in the third. The 3 is up. Korkmaz pulls it in. Can't throw down the putback. 1:07 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Right wing, 6 to shoot. Fades. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Will it go? Drains the triple. Give him 8.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Takes the 3. James with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. No good with the triple. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Misses the 3. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 17. After a quick break, we're coming right. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Outside Booker. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Kalathis. Here's the pick. And count it. Now 5 for 7. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
The 3 ball. Hits a 3-pointer.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
James outside. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Knocks down the long J.
3 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Check by James. Clock at 6. James with a steal. Here's Kalathis. Pass to James. Lets it go from deep. Fires hitting the triple. James has got 6 here in the quarter.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining 3s. Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
There's a screen. Here's Kalathis. From downtown, and Booker pulls it down. Booker's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Here's Kalathis. 13. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And play stops. The whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Pass to Booker. Fires the three. The shot comes out. Here's Akobo. Brown against Booker. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. And Brown gets the three.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Booker. A minute 35 left in the final quarter. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Fires the three. Jacks up a three. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Launches it from deep. Not going to go that time. There's 57 seconds left in the 4th. Diallo outside. Diallo a screen on Booker. Pass to Akobo. Back to Brown. Puts up a three. No luck on that one. Fires away from way out. Oh, wow! Are you kidding me?
Gotta love his confidence taking that
An
one.
absolute bomb.
Man.
Count it. Here's Akobo. Puts up a deep three. The shot, no good. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Diallo. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Biberovic in at the three. From deep three-point territory, The rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. It's picked off. And here comes the break. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Pass to De Silva. They set the pick. Giffey hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Baldwin. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
The rebound by Biberovic. For the finish. Out of the Raptors, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
This one for three. That one's in. His first shot this game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's a screen. Hands it from downtown. 6 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Away team foul. Hayes. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Marjanovic. The tray. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And a miss there on the triple.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Pass to Biberovic. The three. De Silva with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Biberovic. That three off the mark. Right wing. Giffey. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Baldwin. From the arc. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made 2. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Puts up a three. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Baldwin. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Giffey. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up 8. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
From outside, off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Lets it go from the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
3-pointer. Birch grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Out to the right wing. Here's Gutterich. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been 3? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
From outside the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Gutterich has got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Birch tipped back in for 2. Birch has got his first points of the night. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Gutterich. He's got 5 to the wing on the left. Lets it go with a 3. No good that time. Shoots the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Fires the 3. The rebound by Colson. 1:44 left in the first half. From deep, drills the 3-pointer. He has 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
For 3, knocks down the 3 ball.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
1:14 left here in the second. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
The quick look, no good that time. Off Off target from outside.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession. The three ball.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
The three. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Booker. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Number 13.
And so we wrap up the first half. Leading by 14. To step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
How much weight do you put on the power rankings against the actual standings?
I know a lot of folks like to analyze.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the home team. That'll do it for our show.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. There's the pick. Giffey off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from
Marjanovic is out there with Hayes. And it's Biberovic in at the small forward position.
Hey, come around.
Lets it go with the three. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Baldwin the pass to Marjanovic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
Boban Marjanovic taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to De Silva. There's the pick. Bangs home the trifecta.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Giffey trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Here's Baldwin. The three-pointer, no good. Baldwin's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Giffey.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Off target from three-point range. Baldwin can't get it to go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. He was all alone on that one. He's got 15.
He's got it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Fires for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. The rebound by Marjanovic. Pass to Biberovic. Now Hayes. Here's Baldwin. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Fires the three. 6 to shoot. And Hayes kicks to Baldwin. No good on the triple. Giffey busts the J after the cagey pass fake. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Baldwin. Jacks up a three. Da Silva with the rebound. Da Silva's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Giffey makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. He's got 13.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Here's Baldwin, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Marjanovic. Shot on the wing. Baldwin can't get it to go.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 18. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Sinks the triple.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Pass to Colson. This one for 3. Booker pulls it in.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Out to the right wing. The offensive rebound. The second chance effort. That shot off.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
From downtown. From outside the arc. Drains the three-pointer.
and it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Throws it up high.
Away team foul.
So both teams making some changes here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
We've got Hayes. He's out there with Boban Marjanovic, and it's Baldwin in at two guard. For the three. The shot, no good. And here's Booker from the arc. On the wing, Booker. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
No good from outside.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
With three, Booker. The shot will not fall. Booker's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Fires from deep. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
To the inside. Hayes with the steal. They're running. Here's Baldwin, and he gets it to go from the corner. Baldwin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Marjanovic kicks to Baldwin. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he nails the jumper. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Booker in the corner. Puts up a three. From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Hayes. Pass to Biberovic. Hayes with it. To the left wing. Here's Baldwin. Misses the three. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And a deep three from Booker. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this one, it seems.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hayes is out there with Boban Marjanovic, and it's Baldwin in at the shooting guard position. James outside, pass to Korkmaz. A deep three. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin, checked by James. Pulls up on the wing. Baldwin's shot is off. James, left side. There's a screen, beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Baldwin. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Screen by Marjanovic. Buries it from three.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Baldwin. Knocks down the triple.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Screen by Marjanovic. Pulls it. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Baldwin's got 5 points.
gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Kalathis. Shot to stop the run. Pure from three-point range.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Baldwin. Check by James. Here's Baberovic. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
The open shot by James. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. James has got his second basket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Baldwin's shot is off.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And there's a pick. 3-pointer. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Hayes. Spins. And finished off by Hayes.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. Now, here is James. He's got 5. 59 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Baldwin. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. From the wing, it's hauled in by Baberovic.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Korkmaz. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the wing, right side. Here's Baldwin. Off target with the 3. In transition, here they come. From deep. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here's Mata-Yunis. Pass to Akobo. Out to the right wing. Five to shoot. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
They double him with Brown. He tries for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Diallo outside. There's the 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
There's a screen. Takes a 3. The shot off that time. It's stolen by Birch. To the left wing. Here's Guduric. No good on the three. Outside, Brown. Let's go with a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The long distance three is buried.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Guduric. And there's the screen. Knocks down the long J. He's got 6.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Now here's Brown. Fires for 3. Guduric with the rebound. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Birch. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing, and he hits the jumper.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
1:44 left in the second period. Defended by Brown. For 3. That shot is off. Pass to Akobo. It's stolen. And here they come. There's a screen by Birch. And the shot falls short that time. Here's Akobo. Hook it off the crossover.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 11. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of this game. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Brown with the steal. And here's Diallo. No made baskets yet. Outside, Brown. They set the pick. Let's go with a 3. That shot off. Here's Guduric. Off target from three-point range. Here's Akobo. Counted from distance.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And we finished off one half of play. They lead by 6. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
24. Please direct your attention.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined.
And now that we have some... And that's a wrap on it.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Out to the right wing. Pass to Baldwin from deep. He drops it from range. Baldwin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
We've got Boban Marjanovic. And it's the prodigy in at the power forward position.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Marjanovic. No points yet. Pass to Baldwin. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And here's James. There's the triple. The rebound by the prodigy. And they're running. Fires the three. Baldwin's shot is off. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. Inside. Here's Calathes. James outside. Oh, trains the 19-footer. James has got 7 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Over to the wing. Screen by Marjanovic. From downtown. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused when weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Launches it. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And he's going for the lob. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
On target from range.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Hey, shot's good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
James, outside. Pass to Korkmaz. Five on the clock. Gets the 3 ball to go. Korkmaz has got 6 here in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
And there's James from the arc. The shot, no good. James has gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Baldwin, and he drains the quick shot. Baldwin's got 22 points.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Here's Korkmaz. He's got 9. Knocks it down from distance. Korkmaz has got 9 points now in the second half.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Baldwin. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Out left to the wing. Back to James. He's defended by Hayes. Pass to Korkmaz. He shoots. It's Hayes with the rebound.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Baldwin's shot is off. continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Leading by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Substitution on the court.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Picked his pocket. Down low. And Bird slams it in.
Assisted.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. For 3, Diallo. The shot won't fall. Here's Guterich. The rebound by Diallo.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Matajunas. There's the 3. The shot that time not on target. 3-pointer. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Akobo gets the bucket.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Pass to Guterich. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Takes a 3. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one. To tie it up. Nails it from 3. He's got 19.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Diallo, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Guterich. It's kept alive.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
Drills it from deep.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Pass to Birch. The 3. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
They silenced the crowd, firing right back with a 3 to tie it up.
Brown passes to Diallo. This one for 3.
2 minutes.
Here's Akobo. Sinks it from distance.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Picked it out of midair. Here's the break from behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Brown with a screen. Puts up a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Akobo. Now Diallo. 6 to shoot. Brown with a screen. 4-3. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Cash. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Pass to Baldwin. To the left side wing. He's off from 3. Brown with it. Fires away from way outside. And the miss. And so the home crowd treated to a win. What a performance they had here.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Good on the three-point shot.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Calathis. James outside. That's the Boston game. Fades back. And the three ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Giffey sinks the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's James. The fader. And it goes down 2 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Giffey. It's good from long range. He has 6.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Here's Calathis. Offline with his 3. There's the 3. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Fabianis kicks to Calathis. James the pass to Blossington. James right side. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Calathis. To come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Giffey hands it from downtown.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Fabianis can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Down low. Here's De Silva. Over to the left wing. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Calathis passes to James. Here's Calathis. That's the Boston game. Will it go? No good there. Giffey. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Launches it. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Giffey. Lets the three fly. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Korkmaz. 6 points for him. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Pass to De Silva. No good with the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
James has a 2-pointer. Cans the shot from the wing. James has got his second basket of the night. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Giffey. And he's good on the 3-ball.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Outside, James. Lets it go from deep. Fabianis kicks to Korkmaz. Nailed from three-point land. Korkmaz has got 9.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's the 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 21.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Akobo on the wing. Brown. The 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the paint. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Diallo. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Brown. Pass to Diallo. From past the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Latre. They get it again. Fades. That's a miss. His second after 2 shots.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
From the arc. After Okobo. Shoots the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. A tight game here in Los Angeles. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. He's got 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Diallo inside. Akobo. That's good. Akobo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
They set the screen. Great open look there. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. Motiejunas has the open look. No good on the three.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Three-pointer. Motiejunas grabs the miss. Defended by Booker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
A fadeaway, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
There's a screen by Motiejunas. Takes a three. He can't hit that time. And here we go. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Brown. And here's Diallo. Brown outside. Here's a Kobo. Ball stolen. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. That one from long range.
Number 13.
He's got 9.
3.
Pass to Diallo. Here's a Kobo. He's got 6. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Kobo's got 8 here in the quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They're up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to set.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Passing game out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5. Down low. From deep, James. De Silva with the rebound. To the wing right side. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Here's Korkmaz. He's got 9. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Out left to the wing. Giffey gets the three-pointer to fall. 24 points for him.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
No one near James as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Here's Korkmaz. Puts up a 3. De Silva with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To the inside. Giffey. James defending. Good on the triple.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Lets it go with a 3. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Out of half on time, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Hits it from three-point range.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Calathes kicks to Korkmaz. They set the pick. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Lucic. He trains the quick shot. He's got 5.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's Korkmaz. 9 points in the game so far. 5 to shoot. Papagini. Here's Blasingame with the floater. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Korkmaz has got 11.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
James fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. James has gotten 2 of his 5 attempts from deep to go. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. There's the pick. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A steal. Here's a quick shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Calathes. Knocks down the 3 ball. Calathes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Calathes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to James. There's the 3. Calathes, no luck. Calathes has gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. And James pulls it down.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
It's Korkmaz in the corner. James outside. Buries the long-range jumper. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Trying to end the drought. Korkmaz grabs the miss. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Brown, and it's Moniunas in at the 5. That's 3-pointers off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Connects from 3-point range.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Moniunas. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Brown outside. Here's a Kobo. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Drills the 3-pointer. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
In matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these 2 teams are really equal.
And it's a Kobo missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Booker against Brown. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The three ball. It's hauled in by Diallo. And they're pushing it up. And here they go. Brown finds Diallo. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. From the arc. That shot, no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Launches a three, traps in the tray.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
With the fadeaway. Fires the three. He scores his fifth field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Akobo, the pass to Brown. And stolen by Booker. The three. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer. Buries it from 3-point range. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Wasted no time on that one.
Number 13.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the three right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Now here's Diallo. Shot is good off the back rim and in. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
And that's like a body blow answered with another body blow. And these fans go from dejection to deliriousness in a matter of seconds.
Brown the pass to Akobo. For the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Akobo's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
43 seconds left in the 4th. On the three off target.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Yes! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Five seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown outside. This one for three. Can't knock in the three. Fires from deep. Can't get the three to fall.
Substitution for the away team. Da Silva. Giffey.
Three from the inbound. Full time.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play. And boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
And only one choice here. They need a three. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot three if they hope to tie it.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Launches a three. The offensive rebound. Drops in the three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Baldwin. The three ball. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Fast break. Here we go. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Here's Hayes. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He does not get the second one. Here's the three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Off the mark there with a three.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Three-pointer. Sinks the tray.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Hayes in the high post. Screen by Marjanovic. Beyond the arc. Pass to Baldwin. It's tipped. Hits the trifecta. He has 6.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hayes with a screen. Baldwin's shot is off. Their offense has really come together, Grant.
It really has, and the points are adding up.
Gets the three to fall.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
The shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The three is up. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. From outside the arc, drains the triple. Baldwin's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
No good with the triple. Fires for 3. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
It's hauled in by Marjanovic. And they're pushing it up. Hayes, the pass to Baldwin. Here's Marjanovic. Out to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Baldwin's shot is off. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to De Silva. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Hayes with a screen. Driving to... Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Baldwin's gone 4 for 7 from the field tonight. The 3, he's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Hayes. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Guterich. Knocks it down from distance. Beater
and just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up by 10. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
From the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading 3s back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
A good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 5. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Fires from deep. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Puts it up from 17. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive board. Over to the left wing. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
12 straight points off 3s. This defense is not extending very well.
They're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And Birch slams it in.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Lets it go from deep. Guterich with the rebound. And here comes the break. And the 3 off target. On the break. From deep 3-point land. Off target from outside.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
The three. Drains the triple. He's got 9.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Right wing. Six to shoot. The fadeaway. It's not going to go for him.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
The three is up. Puts up a three. Counted from distance.
Came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Beyond the arc. No good. 3 for 7 shooting so far. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
And they're on the break. They set the pick to the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Great look, but off the mark. Right side Booker. The three. Pure from three-point range. Booker's got his first 3 points of the game. There's the three. He drops it from range.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 13. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix.
Now let's go ahead and recognize the... Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boban Marjanovic out there with Hayes. And it's Baldwin in at the 2. Screen by Marjanovic. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 12.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And a miss there on the triple. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Down low. Three-pointer. Here's De Silva. It's hauled in by Baberovic. Baberovic has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
And it's off from three-point range. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight flanks.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Hits the trifecta.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
From downtown. That shot, no good.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Hayes for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And Barovich gets it to go.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 6 points.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Barovich. Barovich has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And finished off by Hayes.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
The 3 ball. Pass to Baldwin. Tries again. No good there. 5 for 11 in the contest. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
So both teams making some changes here. Long range from the inbound. Connects from downtown.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That 3's off the mark.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Hits the 3-pointer. He's got 14.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Jacks up a 3. No good on the triple. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 15. And time for a short break. Stay. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Booker for 3. Rebounded by Birch. Three-pointer off the mark.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
On target from range. Pass to Guterich. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Three-pointer. Launches a three. Out to the right wing. From deep. Sinks the tray.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
From the arc. And Booker pulls it down. Fires in the triple.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
On the court.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Lets a three fly. That one is off.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Takes the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Give him 23.
Boy, the points really accumulating from three-point range. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he seems to only be getting better. Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
This one for 3. Shot is off. He's 5 for 12. Baldwin's got just 2 of 8 to find the net from deep. Fires from deep. And Booker hits from deep.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Fires for 3. Buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Old team foul. Hayes. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Knocks down the triple. Booker's gone 3 of 4 shooting from 3. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Baldwin. No good from outside.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
From deep three-point land. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Baberovic. Nails it from 3.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Baberovic has gone 2 of 4 from distance. Oh, deflected. Oh, from deep. The shot misses. There's 48 seconds left in the final quarter. Launches it, and the three-pointer goes. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Kept alive. Pass to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this.
The weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Passing game out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Galethus in at the shooting guard position. Here's Biberovic. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. James outside. Pass to Blasingame. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. The three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Baldwin. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's James. The fader. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Blasingame. A three-pointer off the mark. Blassingame's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Korkmaz. There's the screen. Pass to Galethus. Fires for 3, and that one's good for Korkmaz.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Baldwin. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Off target with his 3. Here's the break. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Blasingame, guarded by Marjanovic. No one near him. They get it back. Here's Galethus. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Baldwin. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. James, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Hayes. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 7.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Papagiannis. Here's Blasingame. Buries the long-range jumper. Blassingame's got his second bucket of the game to go. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Got that one up quick.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Pass to James. 50 seconds left in the first quarter, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Shot clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. A solo fast break. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And the D really on its heels on that possession. Didn't know what to do.
Akobo, the pass to Brown. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Pass to Gutteridge. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Gutteridge has got his second bucket of the night. Here's Akobo. Over to the wing. Here's Diallo. Hits the three-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Brown, and it's Akobo in at the 2 spot.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Such a wide open look. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Out to the wing. Brown outside. After Akobo, 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. They get the rebound. Now here's Diallo. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time. That's a bad turnover right there, but aside from that one, I think they've done a good job controlling the pace and the ball during the game.
Brown gets to Montejunas. Back to Brown. Pass to Montejunas. Here's Akobo to the middle. The 3. That's in. And he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
You talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Pocket 6. There's to Diallo. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Diallo's got 6 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
Brown outside. And they're pushing it up. From outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. 9 points in the game so far.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Diallo has the open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Covered by Montejunas. Lays it up off the glass.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fades and shoots. Shot good by Diallo.
Number 32, 3 points.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Gutteridge. Lets it go from deep. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
55 seconds left to play here in the half. There's Brown with the 3. Birch grabs the board.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Diallo. Carries it from three-point range. Diallo's got 11.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Over to the left wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's a 6-point game. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. With the drive, basket counts. He's got 18.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
There's Brown with the 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so that brings the first half to a close. They're up by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
You take a look at the home team, a bit of a downward trend for them. Still a lot of games to play, but I don't see too much cause.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the home team.
They've been chewed.
Thanks for spending half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Bojanovic is out there with Hayes. And it's Biberovic in at the 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz. Outside, James. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. James has gone 1 of 4 so far. They've got James. Korkmaz is out there with Blasingame. And it's Papagiannis in at the center, filling out the middle. And stolen by James. One-on-one fast break. A 3-pointer off the mark. Blasingame gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Baldwin.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Baldwin. 12 points for him. Shoots the 3. And James pulls it down.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
That's the Blasingame. From past the arc. The rebound by Bojanovic.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Biberovic. Traps in the tray.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
James, the pass to Coletas. Here's Blasingame. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's Hayes. Offline with his three. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Calathis. From downtown.
And they've struggled from three-point range here in the second half, and it's making it that much harder for them to chip away at that lead. And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Baldwin. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Wasengame, covered by Hayes. James in the post. Pass to Papagiannis. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Takes a three. Baldwin can't get it to go. Inside.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Marjanovic passes to Baldwin. There's a screen by Marjanovic. From deep. Pass to Baldwin. Here's the three. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Here's Wasengame. Here's Baldwin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hayes with the steal. Jacks up a three. Baldwin can't get it to go.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here we go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
20 seconds left in the third. Now James to the right side. Korkmaz kicks to James. No good from outside. Here's Colson. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
And they get it to double digits just as we get set.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They're up by 10. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments at the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. A prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Diallo. He's out there with Brown. And it's Maniunas in at the 5 down low. Shot good by Diallo.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
To Colson. 6 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Gutteridge can't get it to go.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
The shot, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Coulson. No good on the three. Now here's Brown. Picked off in midair. There's a screen. Pass to Birch. Here's Coulson. Here's Gutteridge. He's covered by Brown. A nice shot by Gutteridge.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's a Kobo. Birch with it. Picked up by Monty Eunice. And here's the fast break. Shoots a three. The shot comes out. Brown outside. Tries the spin move. And there's the drive. No good off the spin. Here we go, one-on-one. Sinks the three-pointer. 21 points in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Diallo. Drills it from outside. Diallo's got 6 here in this quarter.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
They set the pick. He lobs it up. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Diallo. Out to the wing. Pass to Okobo. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Takes the three. Kept alive.
Home team foul. Will begin. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Diallo. Launches it. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's a Kobo. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Brown outside. Up again, and it's Brown on the follow. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the